This is a 1958 1500 MGA Roadster. I'm going to sell this. It's something I've had since I was 14. I bought it in 1976 and immediately I drove it a little bit and then immediately started taking it apart to restore it, which 34 years ago, which apparently has never happened. We're looking at the pieces that are just pulled out of my father's pole barn after about 30 years, and this is what it looks like. It's been sitting in the rafters, and brought the pieces down and kind of laid them together here. Looking at the inside, the dash has been removed, and of course there's the wires, and now just taking a look around at the frame and posts are solid. Over here on the other side we're looking at the floorboards, which are just set in place, door posts. So I did a little repair when I was younger. I'll pan over to the inside of the frame, which is rusted out on the inside, which is not structurally a problem, but it does need to be fixed and have a welded patch on the inside of the frame, which is kind of common, I think. Looking around at the wires are there, but of course it's a jumble. The transmission I took out when I was young because I didn't like the sound of first gear, so I replaced it with another transmission. All the gears are quiet. It goes down the road nice and quiet. And a fuel pump down there. We're looking back through where the spare tire would go into the trunk. Side shot of the car shows the front fenders on there. The front fenders are not original. They're fiberglass replacement fenders that I got because the ones that were on it had Mercedes headlights in the front, and so my parents bought me a couple fiberglass fenders back a long time ago. So for the purist, that's not going to be what you want, but they do come with the car. Looking around the inner fender well, door plate, rocker panel is missing on this side, but I do have it, a replacement rocker panel, so they can go right in place there. Look at some of the bit of the rust at the bottom of the inner fender well there. It's pretty solid up through the front fenders. That's a front bumper mount attachment there that's replaced. The other one was bent, so I replaced that one when I was a kid. Taking a look at the back of the car, there's pieces of parts, 2 trunk hoods, got a couple doors, so 4 doors. You can pick the best of the doors and the best of the front hoods. Get the engine here. The engine ran well and went down the road nice. Back when I was younger, I have a set of carburetors for it, so they'll go with the car. Everything's complete at this point. Everything's in place where it belongs. The radiator was fine. It's got an oil cooler in front of the radiator. The master cylinders for the clutch and the brake are there. Everything's pretty solid outside. Here's the shock on this side. Looking at the inside of the front fender well. Here it is with the fender pulled back, so you can see the rust at the bottom there that needs to be attended to. There's a rocker panel in place on the driver's side, and looking back, there's a patch I put in when I was younger at the bottom there. It's pretty solid. Underneath, looking at the gas under here, looking at the gas tank, and it looked pretty solid. That was not in bad shape. Some surface roughs. The trunk there's a spanner for the knockoff wheels sitting in the trunk. A little dirt, but other than that, the trunk is in great shape. Quite a bit of dirt. It just rained just before we took the shot, so there's a little bit of water in the trunk there. Pretty straight and solid. It hasn't been hit hard that there's any damage inside the trunk. Gas cap is missing. I'm not sure if I have one for it. I thought I did, but I didn't see it when I pulled the parts out. A shot of from the back there. Here's a rear bumper, 2 of them. One's not anything you want, but the other one's nice and straight. The front bumper sitting there. Transmission cover part, seat. Got the grill guard sitting there. We've got our panels for the inside, 2 trunk lids. You can pick the best of the trunk lids. Driver's side doors are solid. Pick either one you want. A shot down the side of the car here to see it kind of put together. Pieces are kind of laid out there. The dash is sitting on top of the car at the moment. Parts are laying in the grass there. There's a trailer in the back there with all the parts that I pulled down out of the rafters sitting in there, and you can pick through whatever there is. There's the windshield posts are there to make up a complete windshield. Do not have the windshield glass though. That would be, I know that's missing. Rust holes in the rear fender. I think they have replacement panels for that, patch panels for those part of the fenders available. Those are the panels for the insides. You can make panels, floor panels and trim panels, transmission covers, seat bottoms there with the slides, rusted rocker, inner fender well pieces. They have those. A couple of windows, pieces of bumper. There's a windshield, actual pieces of the windshield down there. Chrome pieces. There's a brake handle. For emergency brake, there's an extra dash there. There's the front valance. I have fiberglass valance and a metal one, so you can, if you want the fiberglass or metal one, it's either one. It would be fine. Pieces of another MGA that was parted out, so it's a piece of a door trim. Parts you can go through. Oh yeah, there's a little bumperette for the rear bumper. You can go through the pieces and see if there's anything that you would need if you purchase the car. There's extra engine parts, valve cover, pieces that have been put away, some piping for the fenders. There's the headlight bezels and headlight inner parts for the headlight. A couple starters there, extra starters. An old wooden dash out of an MGA, which is just for parts. You can pull off anything off of there you need. A couple extra tack and speedometer. Here's the original dash out of the car. Speedometer and tack. Heater control down there. I don't know if I have the rest of that someplace. I don't know if it's in the pile or not. Steering wheel's not anything you want. The steering wheel will definitely have to be replaced. This is the oil gauge and water temperature sender, so I left that in place. I think when I drove it, probably back in the mid 80s, when I drove it down the road to see if the engine ran and transmission was quiet. But, this is the 1958 MGA. Been sitting for 34 years with pretty much unattended to. It's, as I said, I was 14 and I have to part with it. I don't think it's anything I can foresee myself working at this point.